Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new, this is Julie's weight loss journey, also known as the Fasting Pharmacist weight loss journey. And right now the Fasting Pharmacist is on a weight loss journey, but eventually I'm just going to be the Fasting Pharmacist because I'm in this for the rest of my life. I'm on a mission to lose 100 pounds, and I wanted to document my journey. I started following some people on the snake diet, Cole Robinson stuff. I started doing so well with it that I decided I'm not only going to do this, I'm going to document my journey because I cannot believe how well I'm doing. And then I joined a weight loss contest where I'm like, well, now I'm just going to make money on it. I'm going to join the Healthy Weights Challenge, put some money in, bet on myself, believe in myself, crush my goals, and then make money back on my bet. Information about that, if you want, will be in the description below. Thanks for coming back to watch. Sorry I've been away so long, you guys. I did this really dumb thing and signed up for about 36 extra hours of overtime in the past 4 weeks. And that was really dumb because it wasn't really good about taking care of my body and my health, and my life was out of balance. I wasn't getting to the gym enough, or hiking or walking. I wasn't getting my Fitbit steps in enough. I wasn't talking to my family enough. I wasn't sleeping enough. And I wasn't eating the greatest. I was mostly just exhausted and things were out of balance. So whether it's drug addiction, alcohol addiction, food addiction, or workaholic, either way, something's out of balance. And I need to create more balance in my life. And it's not all about the scale. So normally I start my videos with an inspirational quote. Today I'm going to just read from a book called Brain Over Binge. This is fabulous, you guys. Not that you have to have an eating disorder or have to be a bulimic, or if you have a brain, you can relate. We all have a brain. If you're a person, you've got a brain. Even if you've been told you don't have a brain, we do all have brains. This book is by Katherine Hansen. It's a woman's story that could give binge eaters hope, a new perspective, and a common sense cure. And this is also a woman I talk about in my pharmacy because she went on a medication called Topamax. And it's sort of like you start to read this book and you think, ooh, maybe I want to go on Topamax, because all of us who want that quick, easy fix think, ooh, Topamax might be for me. She had some useful help out of Topamax, and that can be used for things like seizures, bipolar illness. In her instance, it helped her binge eating disorder. And then she figured out, she's so intelligent, and I love how she went to like figuring out the different sides of her brain, her habits, her binge eating disorder. She went through many conventional routes like therapy. But anyways, I'm going to read to you from this today in lieu of an inspirational quote. Also, I have been tracking my weight, my Fitbit steps, my subscribers. Subscribers right now, I need to clean up my boards and make these better. My subscribers today are 295, and I don't remember exactly when I started my YouTube channel, but I started weighing myself about November 28th. I was 244 pounds, and last week when I weighed in, I was 199.75, so I'm in Wonderland, y'all. I'm really, really happy about that. I just haven't had time to like let my brain catch up to it. I took quite a few pictures. If you're in my Facebook world, and then you've seen a lot of my pictures, I'm pretty stoked. I also want to give a shout to my buddy Corey, who is a kind person from Canada who has experimented on himself a lot. His channel's name is Always 100. He should probably be in my comments. You'll see him say something. Check out his channel. He's got a good amount of videos, and he is learning a lot about making videos. He's experimented on himself a lot with his physique, with fasting, with taking care of his weight and his own transformation, and now he's offering a lot of help to a lot of people. And he stepped up and kind of asked if I wanted help. We were, just knew each other through Facebook and through YouTube, and he offered, and I graciously accepted after thinking about, like, what am I really getting into here? I don't know if I want to coach. But he's not like Cole Robinson. He's just a regular person, whatever that means. And he's actually very nice and very patient. These charts I love. Once I get a little bit more cleaned up and organized and recover from all my overtime, plus I had the flu. Once I can get all my charts cleaned up, I love numbers. I don't know if you know any pharmacists out there, but we love numbers. And I'm going to be cleaning these up, but back to subscribers. If I can find the day I started this, February 13th. So this is March 30th today. So from February 13th to March 30th, I'm at 295 subscribers. So if you guys know anyone or you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, if you want to just subscribe and click that notification bell, that'll put me at the 300 mark, and this is kind of cool. I'm not making any money off of this, but it might help get my message out. If I can help even one person, I've got some good public service announcements on my channel, like just about anything. The use of plastics, the overuse of antibiotics. I try to give education, inspiration, and motivation. And I just feel like the more people that could subscribe, the channel will just grow itself, and somebody out there will need help. And if anybody wants to talk with me directly, you can try to reach me in the comments and I'll figure out a way to talk to you. I'm a nice person. Most pharmacists are. They are the most trusted and respected professional out there. Their pay is not changed by the amount of medicine sold. They pretty much want to help people, and they know a lot about medicine. They have the same beginning education as medical doctors, and then they focus in pharmacology, and we become basically the ultimate health coach. And medical doctors focus on diagnosis and treatment of disease, and they have a 6-month focus on pharmacology where they're honing in, but it's almost more like the equivalent of a nurse's class, which, not to say anything bad about that, but I've sat in on ND classes for pharmacology, and it's just not nearly as intense as pharmacists. But our diagnosis and treatment classes are nowhere near as intense as the years and years of diagnosis and treatment that physicians have, so we make a good partner. So I'm not a medical doctor. This is not a substitute for any advice. But I am on a mission to lose 100 pounds and to document it and see what happens. And I'm doing really well. I'm down 44 pounds. And because of the advice of my coach, he said, why don't you maybe avoid the scale for a while? I think he used the phrase, throw it out. But I like numbers and I like my scale. So I'm just staying off of it till Thursday of next week. And then I'm going to have a nice number for you. So I'm going to read now from Brain Over Binge by Katherine Hansen. I love this book. And I want to talk to you about the urge to binge. She talks about the animal brain, and she says, my animal brain made me feel that binge eating was a true need, only because it was running on an old program of survival. The only true need I had was to eat more in normal amounts. Definitely not to binge. Moreover, when I stopped depriving myself of food, I gained a lot of weight, and my habit replaced my survival instincts as the driving force of my binge eating. My urges to binge stopped signaling any need at all. My brain was throwing out neurological junk, so to speak, in the form of automatic urges to binge. Anybody out there that thinks they may slightly have maybe a non-diagnosed binge eating disorder, listen up. My urges to binge were a type of conditional need, a term that illustrates well the habit of binge eating. A conditioned need is not a real biological need, like the need for food in normal amounts, water, or shelter, but a need that gets programmed into the brain as if it were a real need. Like, for anyone out there, I'm sorry to keep pausing, but like, think about when you're eating and you're not really hungry. Like, I think we're the only animal that does that. Does anybody else know of any animals out there that really just eat and eat and eat and eat for no reason? Nearly all habits and addictions could be conditional needs. By binging enough times, I conditioned my brain and my body to need to binge eat, even though I truly didn't need to. My body and brain reset my metabolism to accommodate large amounts of food so that I began feeling that I needed to binge to feel normal. Sometimes I even felt I needed to binge to survive, even though I knew rationally that I did not. A conditioned need can be illustrated by the following example. And then she goes in and talks about what a newborn baby does every single night with breastfeeding and whatnot. The baby continues to wake up because the brain has formed a habit, a conditioned need, by repeatedly eating at a certain time every night. And now, even though the baby no longer biologically requires the feeding, the baby's body and brain will still expect it and still demand it. What began as a survival instinct has become a habit. Since newborn human brains are not developed, they cannot rationalize. The baby in this example does not know he no longer needs the feeding. His behavior is driven only by the automatic functions in his animal brain. Since the animal brain is programmed to expect a feeding, he cries every night at 3 a.m. It's simple to see how this example relates to binge eating. Even when I stopped having a legitimate need for more calories, I still experienced the urges. My body and brain still cried for binges because parts of my brain were reacting involuntarily like the automatic functions of a newborn baby's brain. Just as a parent cannot reason with an infant to make him stop crying at 3 a.m., I could not use reason to make my urges go away. And to complicate matters, I learned in therapy and self-help books that even if my urges didn't signal a real physical need, they signaled a real emotional need. This became another reason why I followed my urges to binge. When I believed I was binge eating to satisfy a need for attention, love, comfort, escape, or relief from stress or depression, it became much easier to give into my urges. It legitimized my actions and gave me an excuse to go ahead and binge. And this goes on and on and on and on. This book is really good, you guys. I'm not going to go on all day about it. But I really think you should check it out. If you think maybe, even if you don't have a binge eating disorder, maybe you just want to know about how the brain works. Educate yourself, 3 people, by the way, have signed up for the Pez giveaway. And I'm going to shuffle this and not look. And the winner is Iowa Mama. Thank you so much for entering, and chat me up on the comments, and we will exchange emails or addresses or whatever we need to do, and we will get you your Pez. Thanks for entering. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like, subscribe, share, let someone you know. Hey, I know a pharmacist who's helping people lose weight, and she's going to lose 100 pounds, and she is. Healthy Weights Challenge, ask me, comment below. I'll talk to you about any of this. I will eventually get these boards cleaned up. I've just been a little busy. One day at a time, right? Take care. Have a great night. And again, thanks for watching.